Moving on to our third and final name in the speed round. Carl from Little Rock, Arkansas is interested in your take on Wells Fargo, ticker symbol WFC. Banks are hot this week. There's a lot of news around banks financials this week.
Yeah. Wells Fargo is one that we really have liked selling premium against. But it's not as, it doesn't give us as many monthly signals. It hasn't been. It's been on a little bit of a mini uptrend. And I see here, you see this reversal up here. Listen, if you're trading these bigger moves, right? You're going to, because these are on the 3-month scale versus on the monthly scale, you may consider, instead of using the fast MACD, going back to the standard MACD. So if you wanted to configure our custom indicator here, that's free for download, if you just get yourself free access to our web portal, let's go ahead and turn off the one that's configured for fast MACD and turn on the one that's considered for standard MACD. And while I've got this setup up, I want to draw your attention to one more thing that our indicator allows you to do that other indicators do not. And that is, what price is the math behind the MACD calculating on, right? If you go to just a standard MACD indicator that comes standard with charting packages, you'll see that there's no choice. It's all calculated on the closing price. But we've put it into our indicator that you can go ahead and choose all sorts of different options on what is the seed value for calculating that. And I've really done a lot of this on volume weighted average price. So this gives you a little bit of volume validation built into your signaling indicator. So this indicator, this free one that we put out there, is worth you installing if you've got access to. Just get access to the free details. Not only do we have this indicator, but we've got a whole bunch of white papers I've written and good stuff like that. But set it up as the numbers from the MACD. That's 12, 26, 9, all exponential moving averages. We'll put this over here. We'll say show the study. Click OK. Click apply. All right. So you'll notice now when I'm looking at Wells Fargo, Carl, that we've now got pretty good signals that match up with historical tops and bottoms. And I dig that. These other signals you could probably trade on, but some of them look like they're very good at canceling each other out. So I would use the standard MACD, and I do see that we got a standard MACD top signal just recently. Let's zoom in on that and see if that's tradable. We'll go to a 3-month chart so we can really stare at this. So here's our signal. I'm not sure if you got follow through on any of those days, but I can tell you for sure you're getting follow through today, it looks like. So yeah, I'm glad you brought this up. I bet you're noticing that there's follow through today. Shorting some Wells Fargo. So that means selling to open some shares of Wells Fargo, or alternatively, buying that substitute option. So what we would buy here is a deep in the money, far out in time put option. So we're thinking maybe January of 2025. And deep in the money, I can give you a strike price that I would probably be interested in. Let me look at the option chain. So let's come down here. You might even be able to get by with the September 2024. It looks like the September 2024, if you want an even cheaper price, is trading quite nicely. And I'd probably be interested maybe in this, either the 60 or the 57.50 strike price. The 60 has a lot more activity on it, so maybe you're interested in the 60. This thing is trading at roughly $12.70. That's in contrast to the stock that's trading at $47. So if you wanted to get a little bit of a deal, there's some leverage for you. Make sure you take into consideration what that leverage does for your risk profile. But yeah, I would do a September 24 $60 put and take advantage of what looks like is going to be a little bit of a sell-off here.